guys have been working hard to register voters, as are the Democrats. Right. Take a look at Florida, for example. You've closed the gap there, but is that going to be enough for you?
Oh, absolutely. When you look at this, the last election that Romney lost basically came down to about 100,000 voters in 6 states. What we did, as most people know, after the 2012 election was really commit ourselves to a permanent year-round ground operation and enhanced data. Those two things, we're not just starting 60, 90 days out. Chairman Rice previously has put the money and the personnel in for the last 4 years, and the proof is now paying off, or the work is now paying off. You talked about it in Florida, Nevada, Iowa, North Carolina. The numbers are shrinking. The beautiful thing about Republicans, as we register them, 72% of new registered Republicans vote, meaning so that when you can get them to vote, there's a high propensity that those new registered Republicans are going to get to the polls. That's an important distinction. It's not just getting them to register, it's obviously getting them to vote.
You would think if somebody's a new registrant that they're excited about voting, right?
Well, and again,
I mean, but I just want to mention one other thing that's sort of deeper in the weeds here. In this, it says Democrats are registering more new voters than Republicans in Florida. Nearly half of all first-time voters registered since 2013 are non-white. Many of them are Hispanic. Romney got 27% of the Hispanic vote, and Trump doesn't come near that number in the polls that we've seen.
So we've got to do two things. We've got to get our folks out. I'm sorry, we've got to do three things. Get our folks out. 2 is persuade folks, and then 3 is register new people, because, again, we have almost 3/4 of new Republican voters get out to vote. We're doing all 3 things on the ground. Just to give you an idea, last cycle we had about 590 field staff out in the battleground states. Now it's over 6,000. So if you think about it, we're 12 times larger. The commitment and the depth. The Clinton folks just got in the field, and you hear about them talking about opening offices. That's great. Offices don't vote. We've had 6,000 people now in the field, some of them as long as 40 years ago, out there registering. I am, because, again, the numbers speak for themselves. We know what we have to do. The data tells us where these people are. The investment that we've made in data lets us know who's persuadable, who's going to get out to vote, and who we can further get out to register and get out. And those 3 things get us, as we enter this early vote period, we know exactly what our targets are to make sure that on Election Day we're victorious.